The H1N1 virus that is today spreading across the globe infects the human body through the respiratory system, which allows it to spread easily to another person. The virus enters the human cell by using the H1 part of the virus to attach itself to the human cell. The virus and the human cell then merge. Inside the cell, the virus multiplies and damages the cell before it leaves the cell with the help of the N1 part of the virus to enter another human cell. The drug used at present, oseltamivir, works by docking itself to the N1 part of the virus. The virus can no longer escape from the cell to infect other cells. When oseltamivir docks to the N1 part of the virus, it releases energy with a potential mean force of 209.4. When BIM does the same, the released energy is 209.9. This leads us to conclude that BIM can deactivate the N1 part of the virus just as well as oseltamivir and can therefore stop the spread of the virus no less effectively than oseltamivir. A better way of dealing with H1N1 is by balancing the body's immune, using the numerous white blood cells that nature has given to us for fighting diseases. Now, we will want to know, how does Operation BIM work? How effective is Operation BIM? And why Operation BIM claims for its name the Operation for Balancing Immune. BIM will increase the ability of white blood cells to combat the virus. Normally, the male body has 20,000 million to 55,000 million white blood cells. The female body has 5% less, about 19,000 to 52,000 million cells. In combating the virus, the white blood cells will release cytokines interleukin-1 and tumor necrosis factor, or TNF, which initiate the process of defense and release the cytokine interleukin-2 to stimulate the process of eliminating foreign pathogens. The release of the large quantities of cytokines in an unregulated manner creates a cytokine storm that leads to death of the infected person. Since H1N1 is a virus that the body has not encountered before, the white blood cells will release a number of cytokines to counter it, particularly interleukin-1, TNF, and interleukin-6. Interleukin-1 will stimulate the migration of other immune cells to travel to the infected site to combat the virus. The entire immune system will be vigorously stimulated by interleukin-1 and TNF to release more cytokines in an unregulated manner until there is an uncontrollable storm. This cytokine storm causes the accumulation of fluids released by the body that eventually floods the respiratory pathway and the lungs. The infected person dies from being unable to breathe. During infection, the white blood cells will release an excessive quantity of cytokines to fight the H1N1 virus. When BIM enters the body, BIM will control the release of these cytokines, i.e. interleukin-1 and TNF. The level of interleukin-1 is decreased. So is the level of TNF. When both cytokines at a normal level, the vigorous conditions of the flu symptoms that can lead to death become the conditions of a common cold. At the same time, BIM can stimulate the immune cells to release more interleukin-2 that induces the increase of white blood cells and activates the white blood cells, enabling them to eventually get rid of the virus. These findings have been confirmed by results from the laboratory. When the scientists used H1N1 to stimulate the white blood cell, they found that BIM rapidly lowered the H1N1, elevated level of interleukin-1 to a normal level. At the same time, BIM can do the same with the H1N1 elevated level of TNF. Additionally, BIM can increase the level of interleukin-2 that equips the body with extra immunity. Operation BIM, the operation for balancing immune, lowers the level of interleukin-1, lowers the level of TNF, increases the level of interleukin-2. Operation BIM, balancing the immune system, the new choice of prevention for today. Operation BIM, from the value of nature. By the wisdom of Thai scientists, for the better health of the world.